Yes, I started. Dope stuff. Okay, I noticed last time we were very formal and the space to breathe was so little. You were so tight up, like, and then I was just like feeling the screen.
Yeah. Not really. I don't think I was.
By the way, it felt like you were just like I was like this, and then you were just
I was like this.
You need to be comfortable. You need to be comfortable around the family, you know?
I'm comfortable.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Oh, by the way, I was told people love this segment, apparently. Not apparently. Okay, yeah, I'm shocked that they love it. Because me, I was like, I was scared.
Oh, you were?
Scared.
Okay.
But turns out,
Yeah.
They're happy.
That's good. That's good. Right. We are happy, guys, that you're happy, because we are happy when you're happy. Yeah.
Yes. All right. So I'm going to welcome you guys back to the vlog again. This is Tough Love Thursdays. I should make an intro for that.
You should.
I'll be better. Akili nimekufanyia vitu.
Ni sawa, hatutawaambia. Secret is safe with me.
Not. Thank you. Oh, by the way, do you have an Instagram account?
I don't. I'm not on Instagram. I don't see the point of Instagram.
You don't see what? You don't see the point?
I don't.
Okay. It might vary.
Funny story. I think I had a phone. I think 2 phones behind. I had a phone, and then it had a pre-installed Instagram application. So I think there's a time, I don't know what. I don't even think I was dialing, but I pressed the Instagram thing, and then it nikama I gave myself an account, but then there's nothing. It's not active. I'm following nobody. But then I have followers. I was told the other day that I have followers, but it's never been active whatsoever. So yeah, so I don't consider myself.
Oh, you're not there doing anything.
I'm doing nothing. Like, I think I deleted the app after a while, and on my phone currently I don't have an IG account. Okay, I don't know what I'd be doing.
Do you remember your login accounts?
No.
Oh, okay, no need, because they are very weird people who follow people on Instagram, putting in groups that is Fun Woman 62 has invited us, put you in a group, and there's weird links over there. Shame on you. Anyway, I'm digressing.
Okay.
This is we're coming back to this later. This Instagram thing, I have to fix it. Okay, so
okay.
Yes, you were saying something. Say.
I was just saying.
I want to be oppressive.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. Who like Brian? Anyway, so I just don't think. I don't know. I don't know what I'd be doing with an IG account. I struggle with WhatsApp. I struggle with Facebook. What would I do with IG? So I don't see the point. I don't even see why I should join. So I think I'll stay old school, fake over here, and not join IG. I don't see the point.
If I don't control myself, I might overreact, and people might call me other names on the internet. Let me just get to the video.
Rein it in, yeah.
Right. So I was thinking again. These videos should have a 5-minute timer. What do you think? I'm just thinking out loud, right? Like a timer goes there, and you see 2 minutes entering, it pops up, then 3, 2. We might see. It might be interesting. Cynthia.
Yeah, like to control how we talk, so we just don't digress, Habisa. I like that. Yeah.
Like right now. Yeah.
Like what we're doing.
All right. Back to the video.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Today, welcome back again. We're talking about Esther, what are we talking about?
We're talking about fulfillment and relationships. Yeah, we're talking about. We're back. Okay, take it over. Take over.
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. We're going to be talking about the whole angle of actually having yourself, having sanity, having happiness, joy, fulfillment.
Yeah.
And that it's a long topic, but just to sum it up, it's am I fulfilled with what I am experiencing now? If that's okay.
Okay.
So with this discussion will have 2 parts. I'll give my views, you'll give your views. We tell people goodbye and subscribe, and then that's the end. How does that sound?
I love it.
Dope. Okay. So let me build the argument so that you can chip in. I was having a conversation with a friend of mine. She's called Jerry. Shout out to you, Jerry. We work together. And she was saying that, okay, we're having a discussion and how my week was. My week was crazy, by the way. I'll tell you.
Okay.
And then she was like, okay. So after me telling them that, we went into a lengthy discussion. And one of them was, you find people around families, friends, relationships, and then you find people who are damaged, number one. We are all damaged, but saved by grace again. But we are damaged, number one. And then also we are hurting. We are hurting. We're always looking out for something that hurt us before, right?
Yeah.
If you are hurt, okay. So the first one is we are damaged. Number two, we are hurting.
Yeah.
So the damaged one, as we got to know, I found out that me myself, I tend to be very biased and look for, how do I put it? Look for a given color. I'm saying it right now. I am overcoming it slowly. I was a colorist, but I still might be. I used to have a likeness for a given color, skin tone color, which is very pathetic and sad. But again, that was me. I know this is heavy.
I'm curious.
I used to tend to go.
Which color are you again?
I was not for my own skin color. Is this? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I wasn't for my own color and below, like from here to here. I wasn't for it. It was sad.
Okay.
I might put myself in a hole, but I'm overcoming it. Okay, it was a problem. That's me being damaged now. That's the damaged part. Okay.
Yeah.
And her damaged part to explain. So I'm just putting it in my perspective, and then looking out for things that we are hurt. Now, like ukichomwa na sufuria ama mafuta, what will be the logical step for you?
Ukichomwa, you unapoesha, right?
Exactly. You next time utapoesha ama avoid sufuria, sindio? Yenye iko na mafuta.
Yeah.
So for me now, it was, I have been through relationships. I don't recommend it, but I have been through it. Again, it's a double standard thing. I'm sorry, I'm damaged. So I tended to put my heart out there and put myself for heartbreaks.
Yeah.
Literally putting myself out there to be broken.
Yeah.
And it really injured me and made me form a perspective and have like a cocoon, or rather a corner I can run to whenever I'm pushed to the wall.
Okay.
So the damage, and then what's the other one? Damaged.
You say damaged. You say damaged. I don't remember what you said.
Oh, and damaged and looking out for something that we know that has hurt us. We're looking out for the past, which is again looking back. And my point was, whenever looking out for things that you've had, is you're looking out to learn from it. You're looking out so that you may be like, I'm looking for it so that I don't find it. I don't know if my argument is right, but let's say if I was dating you, Esther, right? We were together, and in my previous relationship, they kept asking me to post them on their stages. They kept asking me to send them money during a given holiday, like Jamhuri. What are we doing for Jamhuri? The kind of thing. So I tend to look for things. I put myself at, hey, by the way, what do you think of Jamhuri? I'm trying to put you on that spot so that I see if, wow, thank God, I'm safe. I'm not going through that again.
Yeah.
So that's what we had for discussion. So what do you think about those two aspects of, again, fulfillment? Fulfillment comes in, but I'll speak about fulfillment last, so that you tell me what you think about those two things.
Okay. Okay, fine. So what I think about what you've talked about is, I think what we need to establish first is that we are broken and from somebody else, the things that hurt you, the things that you are deficient of, because of how you were brought up, don't expect another human being to fulfill that. And I think that's what normally brings a lot of misunderstanding with people. You go into a relationship thinking that Brian is going to fulfill all my needs that my father did not give me. And then down the road, you're so disappointed because, oh my gosh, Brian falls short. But of course he falls short because he was brought up differently. He's another human being in his own self. Of course he falls short. And then, you'll be disappointed, and all these things. So if I say what fulfills you, I feel like when you go into a relationship, and I think that's why I feel like I'm going everywhere. There's so many things in my head, and I feel like that's why I think
it's okay.
And that's why it's important to be single. It's important to enjoy a period of singlehood because when you're single, give yourself some time to be single. I know people who they dated when they were in high school, they dated when they were in uni. It's always another. I'm just like, I don't get it personally. I'm not attacking anyone who's dating, but I personally don't see the point of dating when you're younger, even in your teens. I feel like we're so confused. We don't know who we are. So who even tells you the kind of person you want to marry? I don't know. I just feel like it's important to give yourself some time to be single, because the thing about being single is that as you grow older, you get to understand very many things. You get to understand who you are. You get to understand your weaknesses. And being single also gives you an opportunity for you to work on being a better person, such that when eventually you actually want to now start dating, you don't take baggage to the other person. You go into it as a whole human being, not expecting Brian, to fulfill my needs, but loving Brian because I'm full of love. I am whole in and of myself. Because when you bring your baggage, I think in your relationship, then it really strains a relationship because you expect somebody else to fulfill your needs, but the reality is that people can't fulfill your deepest needs. And that's why I feel like also for me, Christianity is very important, because you find that God is the biggest satisfier of everything. And once you know your worth and once you know your wholeness in Christ, then you stop being needy. You've had people who are needy, right? I don't know if you've met guys who are needy. They want you to do for them stuff, And I feel like being a needy person is so hard. Even dealing with
Sure, I get you.
Yeah, it's so hard. So what I'd say for that question. Oh yeah. Also, earlier this week I was reading a book called The Road Less Traveled by Scott Peck. So he talks about very interesting concepts. So the first thing that I think is related to this, he talks about love, and he talks about how love is not a feeling, it's a principle. And he says that the biggest, like when we start loving, when we as human beings will understand what love is that love that you give somebody else without expecting them to love you back. When you start to love somebody,
Jesus kind of love.
And I remember I was reading that thing and I was like, wow, Miss Jikaneza fika uko, because it's some high level, but you see now that's not a human kind of love. Humans want to be, you want to be given, but
they want to be loved. They want to be me.
Like it's a lot of me and I. So I think my answer to that question is that you are enough. And if you know that you have baggage, I think it's important to work on your issues, just so that you're not a burden to the other person, because more often than not, people will not fulfill your deepest desires. It's you to work on, you and God and people who love you, to work on the things that have broken you in the past. So yeah.
Okay. That's a very heavy pill to swallow. Again, this is not called sweet love or soft love Thursday. It's called tough love Thursday. Things that are really difficult to hear, and they should, get us talking, get us having conversations with our family, friends, and others. Now I'm going to move to the next section, which is fulfillment. You've talked about it. I think you've summarized it, but I'll also bring a different angle. Just like 2 minutes, and we're done.
Okay.
If I again, the conversation went to a direction where your family might, your family might be well off, and you feel not really you feel, but the absence of a father's love is actually very vital. not absence, the presence of a mother's love and all that is very important. And you could find somebody, let's say, I'm going to use churches, not like there are any people in those churches, people will get mad. Let me use you, let me say it. Let's say a given church. Let's use our church, Central, SDA Church, right?
Yeah.
And somebody is there, somebody might be well off, and they're getting the needs, they're getting things done, money gets things moving. And then this child grows up knowing, I have all these, but all I want is a hug from my dad or my mom telling me, you know what, you did great, or I have noticed you this week. I get to know what's going on in your life. Do you have a boyfriend? Do you have a girlfriend? Are you having intercourse? Are you protecting? Are you knowing when to say no? Are you knowing? I'm sorry, this got sexual, but I'm just trying to say, like, what happened? You get what I'm trying to say. Like, are you spending your affairs in terms of finance in order?
Yeah.
So does working hard and succeeding in life mean getting successful and fulfilling your goals mean that you will actually lose the perspective of fulfillment of love and family, which again you came back by saying the Jesus kind of love?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Okay, that's an interesting question. So the reality of the matter is, I think we live in a very fast-paced world. So it's very easy to go after success, riches, money, and forget the little things in life. Yeah, it's very easy. So it's very easy to lose that, and then of course get to this point where you have it all, but then you just want that, you want those small things, like how are you, So I think the reality of the matter is that it's very easy to get to that point where you lose touch with the small things in life, but it's not wrong to go after those things. There's a friend of mine who likes to joke, anasemanga ati money cannot buy happiness, but it increases the quality of the happiness. It makes me happy. So yeah, apparently it increases the quality. So basically,
there is quality of happiness.
Yeah, there's a quality. Inakuwa to a fine, more exquisite quality of happiness. But anyway, yeah, it's not wrong to go after these things. It really isn't wrong to go after these things. But I think even after you go through, you chase education, you chase all these things that life has to offer. It's important to keep in mind that don't forgo the little things in life for riches and money, because you can get all these riches and money, but money will not be able to tell you good night. A big flourishing house will not be able to ask you how was your day, every single time you come home. A lot of food will not be able to hug you and tell you, you got this. So even right, so even as we chase these things, let's just keep in mind that it's easy to lose all this, but the balance, having that scare in your head, I think is important, just so that you keep relationships and you keep these things close. Because at the end of the day, people will remember you for how you made them feel, how kind you are. Will remember you more about your personal attributes than for the things that you acquired. So yeah, I think that would be my answer to that question.
It's very profound. Again, it's very important to have older friends, because when they same age people mtambiana nini. Anyway, that was very good. Thank you so much. I'm joking. You need friends. You need people you can relate to, okay?
Yeah.
Don't be weird and get older friends. But it's good to have older, so that,
Have them
okay,
all.
So that's the end of the vlog.
Yeah.
Yeah. You love them all.
Yeah.
That's the end of the vlog. Thank you so much for coming again.
Thank you so much
for coming. You can you can tell people to subscribe.
I will.
The usual.
I will. My pleasure. So, guys, thank you so much for coming. I really hope you learned something. Drop some comments, subscribe, share, tell your parents to also watch and comment. It's parental friendly, right, Brian? Parental friendly. So
parental friendly channel. That's what we are.
Hakuna kitu tunaficha.
Wazi.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you so
much. That's it.
Nishashukuru.
Santeni tena, my guys. As she said, I'm not going to repeat it. But that's why we need to work on your Instagram things. Yeah. It's not a problem.
Now,
later. But later on maybe on the next vlog. The next vlog might be helping Esther to get an Instagram account. Who knows? Or convincing her. That's the end, guys.
I don't want. Bye, guys. See you. I don't want an IG account. Bye.